Hey Aries, this is the Guiding Chariot. Welcome to your August love reading. This is going to be a timeless general reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So timeless just because this reading is going up or getting posted in August, just because you find it in September, next July, doesn't matter. The message will be just as relevant for the day on the day you find it as it is recording it. My only ask, because it's general, don't try to force any of the messages. Take it as it resonates. If there's a card or two that doesn't fit your circumstances, leave those on the table and take the rest. All right, my lovely fiery Aries. I am in a nice lovey mood, so I have our romance angels here. I'm going to pull a couple oracle cards because we've had a couple storylines come out for the signs. So I'm just going to get a mix of them. Find the one that resonates with you. You may get all of them. You may, resonate with one. Doesn't matter. You can mix them up however you like, whatever comes and feels connected to you. So trust your intuition on that. Oh, nope, not yet. They're not very talkative today, I guess. Okay. Oh, Aries. Maybe we have some healing to do. I feel like someone from your past keeps coming up. I feel like your last reading, or at least a recent reading, we talked about an old flame or an old partner, and you have codependency staring at me right now. I'm going to show you the cards, so don't worry. I just want to get a few out. I feel like that might be it. Let's do one more. See if anyone else decides to come out. No, oh, one more. All right, so let's talk about this first one. Here, let's get them all. Yes. So first one, codependency. So this card does talk about some addictive behaviors, possibly clinging too tight to things. Not necessarily that you are clingy, but this is more like behaviors and patterns. Also, maybe just trying to stick within your comfort zone and not really being bold enough to step out, right? Maybe you were burned a little bit, so that makes it a little like, oh, do I really want to expose myself to some new variables, not knowing, and maybe possibly end up in a rough situation, right? There's a little bit of that going on. And I'm speaking about it kind of vaguely, because looking at that, it doesn't give me relationship vibes as much. Like maybe we were burned in a relationship, but it feels like this need to kind of stay safe and this need to kind of hold it back, like hold it in a little bit, is affecting more than just relationships or meeting people. I feel like that can possibly start touching on other realms, which is why I'm kind of talking about it the way I am. So again, apply that to whatever seems appropriate. We also have some fun stuff going on here. So actually I know you were last, so let's go in the order they came out. So we have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Love this. I actually love that because to me, especially that coming with codependency, it's a good way to heal, right? And it forces you to be kind of vulnerable and be really open and be like, hey, I may have trouble doing this because, or, I've had this happen in the past. I want to make sure it doesn't happen again. So, like, I'm not trying to be meh or whatever, but, I just want to kind of feel this out before we jump or make anything happen, right? And we have these lovely cards, which are actually really nice. We've got chemistry and children. So, let's take the obvious. With the children card coming out, this may actually involve kids. So, there may be some children involved. If this past lover we were talking about, you have a family with and you have children with, then definitely they're playing some type of role in this healing or in this next phase, right? There may be some figuring out what the new balance will be if you guys are separating or finding other arrangements. So a lot of times when the children card pops up, to me sometimes it can be about more than just an actual child. It's about something you're creating, something you're giving birth to. So it could still apply to like a new opportunity, a new hobby, a new job, a new career path, anything new that you're trying to bring about, right? So think of the word children as kind of some new opportunity you're trying to give birth to, right? So you know, your love life is being affected by children. It could literally be your love life is being affected by new creations, you know, whatever those creations are. Okay, so something just to be aware of with the children card, at least in my opinion, when I see it. This chemistry, this connection feels more attached to someone new, obviously, because if it's someone old, you know, we've got some stuff to work on there. So to me, this chemistry does feel a little separate. This feels for my single Aries out there. We will probably get a little more clarification in the tarot, but chemistry to me feels a little more connected to my single Aries that are kind of past this particular window, where they've kind of gone through the healing and are feeling a little more bold and brash and putting themselves out there. There's a genuine attraction there, which is great. We definitely love that. So I feel like some of you are already on this end of the spectrum, where I feel like more of us maybe are still kind of back here figuring things out and getting to a point where we, you know, are really bold enough to step out. But some of you for sure are already kind of experiencing that, which is great. And you will definitely want to hold on to that as Mars, your ruling planet, is heading to retrograde, right? Especially those whose Mars is in Venus. When that goes retrograde, you definitely want to be secure in that, because that may bring some interesting adventures for you. All right. Whoa. Let me see. I think that was just me being clumsy. We're taking those back. All right. If they're meant to come out, they'll come out again. I love how one deck was hardly jumpy, and this one is incredibly jumpy. Can't wait to throw stuff out. Okay, we'll take those flippers. Oh, I see the Magician card on the table already. That's always a good sign. Did we get a little? Oh yeah, a little clump fell out. Okay. Let's take these. This is a lot at once. All right. So you guys came out after. All right. Love. All right. So we've got the Ten of Wands here. Again, this is that codependency, that burden. This can also be linked to that heart-to-heart conversations, right? Because sometimes those conversations can be challenging and hard to like get ourselves to that point where we're open enough to share and release all of that, right? Here's again that feeling of kind of being the hermit and staying to yourself and kind of like isolating. I just want to be by myself and have my me time. Makes total sense, because there's obviously some healing that's going on with a lot of you and a lot of the collective actually in general. This guy's visited a few people. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. All right, so Ace of Pentacles, great. Ace of Pentacles, all about that newness. It is an offer. It's a blessing. Can be a new job. So again, we talked about that children card being more than just an actual child. So to me, that's definitely showing up in the Ace of Pentacles, and having the Seven of Cups come out with it. Seven of Cups, you know, is a card of fantasy and having options and having multiple options for sure. And to me, that's just more indicative of this Ace of Coins and the many forms it takes. So it may not even just be one blessing for you. You may have multiple great things kind of coming into your life. And with the Hermit card coming out, that also can be a little scary and a little kind of overwhelming, because if you just kind of want to do your own thing and have your own space and more stuff is coming in, even though it's more good stuff, that can be a little like, oh, this is nice, but like, could it come later? Could I just have a moment, please? Do I have to deal with it right now? Do I have to do this right now? Like, can I just take a moment? And then we've got the Emperor, which is your card, showing up in reverse, coming up upside down here. I'm gonna put you up there. We've got the Devil card. And then we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. This is actually really nice. I like seeing it in reverse. I thought I saw the Magician, but I guess I saw the Seven of Cups, and was thinking Magician. Having the Emperor card show up in reverse, again, is kind of to me, really echoing this Hermit energy, where, you know, naturally you would be bold and doing what you want to do, and, you know, you can't tell me no. Like, I'm just gonna follow my heart and follow my ambitions, and I want to do this, so I'm gonna go do it. And again, we are being a little internal. We are kind of staying to ourselves and being a little mindful, a little more mindful, I should say, about going and achieving and doing. And I think a lot of it because we were facing some demons here with this Devil card. But I love seeing this Nine of Wands with it, right? Because the Nine of Wands can be a very stubborn energy, where like you're almost like at an impasse with this little shadow side of yourself. To me, having it come up in the reverse is kind of willing to surrender a little bit, willing to do something different, willing to expand and not be so narrow-minded or be so stuck on, you know, one path or one decision or one option, right? You're giving yourself some wiggle room and kind of giving yourself permission to lay down your weapon, right? You don't have to be so brash. You don't have to be so assertive all the time. Right now, you know, you are in this space where we are considering other things. You yourself are kind of in this mildly vulnerable position, and I stress mildly, but it's almost, I almost want to describe it as kind of being in a crossroad. Like you've kind of gone through something and you're healing or you're healed, but we're not quite sure what to do with what's coming in, right? So it's a bit crossroady. It's a bit crossroady. Okay. We'll see what depth. There we go. Okay, that's it for now. Let's see. Yes. Yes. All right. Let's see if we can get one more. Let's get one more just to complete the... Yay! Thank you. Anybody? Nope. Okay, we're going to take that. Bottom of the deck right now, Judgment card. I love. And the 8. Beautiful. All right, so to my lovely Aries. As a love reading goes, I will say I don't necessarily see a whole lot of new people coming in. So my single Aries, this message may not be for you, or, you know, there's still some work that needs to be done on both your ends before you come into union with this person. But what I am seeing, this is a time for celebration. There's a lot of good going on for you, Aries. Lots of good. And there's people around you that are happy for you and are supportive. That's kind of what you want to focus on, because that energy is what's going to help you come out, right? It's kind of like, oh, it's cool out here. There's fun stuff going on out here. It's not all crazy and gloom and doom, right? So I do encourage you, have fun, especially with your close, like Judy's, your one-on-one connections. Like that's always who shows up with this 3 of Cups, right? These are your girls. These are your boys. Go have fun. Raise your vibration. You know, just get out there and do it. Because to me, with this, I was going to say Knight again. I did this in another reading. With the King of Swords showing up. King of Swords is a very analytical and kind of in his head type of energy. Obviously, he's like super smart. But I think, to me, what's really coming through is kind of being overly in his head and having so much going on that it's just... It's kind of taking the fun out of everything, if I can put it simply. Like, it's literally just taking the fun out of everything. We're overanalyzing, we're overthinking, we're taking things maybe a little more seriously than they really are or should be. And that's something we definitely want to make sure we're not doing. It's something to keep us from doing. And here we have this 8 of Pentacles. Now, this is my Mind Your Business card, right? Because it's literally about honing your skills and working on your craft or dedication and dedicating yourself to achieving a certain goal, right? To me, that really is whatever is encompassed in this Ace of Pentacles. Like, that should be your main focus, and that will help with this particular energy. While so much is going on, which is great, find the one that's the most enlightening for you, the one that you're most connected to, and put yourself into that and celebrate the accomplishments with that, right? Because it seems like all of these other things are happening, which they're great, but like I said, there's no one really coming in. I don't see any major manifestation happening now. There's a lot of options coming, there's a lot of good energy coming, there's a lot of opportunities coming, but not a whole lot of actual tangible things, right? Outside of this Ace of Coins, which to me really, it could be multiple things, but there's one in particular that really is like kind of stellar and amazing. That's the one that I would suggest you really kind of focus on and dedicate yourself to, while everything else is still kind of wonky and wavy. And to keep from all of that feeling heavy and feeling overwhelming, again, that's where those best duties come in. So as a love reading, you're kind of like surrounded by good energy, but again, not a real new connection coming in. I would say the ones who are already in existing unions, some of you definitely have some codependency issues that are kind of being resolved, and there's an opportunity now to kind of talk them out and bring them up and be really open and honest about them. For those of you creating some new opportunity for yourself, or again, possibly having children, it's looking real good, right? Because there's some healing going on here that makes this possible, or that opens up where this can be, a conversation again. And then others of you is this chemistry. There's this strong magnetism around you that's bringing those opportunities, bringing these good vibes to you. But again, nothing super concrete as of yet. All right? Aries, I'm going to leave you there. Just do what you need to do. Focus on your goals. But have fun along the way. Don't take everything so seriously. And just realize there's a lot of goodness around. There's a lot of opportunity around. It's about finding the right one. All right? As always, Aries, thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for all the support you give to me and my channel. If you like this video, please drop a comment down below and hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not already, hit the subscribe button. Join our happy crew. We talk about crystals and tarot every week. Come and join us. And make sure to hit the bell so you know when your next video pops up. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourself in this time, and I will see you in your next video. Bye, Aries.